Okay, let's talk about snipers. Uh, the best sniper in the game right now is Ted Shot Jess, which, if I'm not mistaken, she's the only one. So your options are rather limited. She focuses more on reload. Let's take a look at a few things. Here, I'm going to use the Ralphie's Revenge to start off with. So if we take a look at the stats here, I just threw on any normal hero. And here are the numbers. And then when I equip Headshot Jess, I get no improvement. Everything is still the same. The only improvement is going to be reload. She's going to reload a little bit faster. Now, to help give her a boost, if you slot the Urban Headhunter, in this case I got Jonesy, our Urban Assault Headhunter, that's going to increase your headshot damage. So you can see that it moves it from 229,000 to 268,000, so that increases it by 34,000. Now your other option is you can equip another Headshot Jess, and then this is going to increase your crit damage. So you can see here I've got a crit chance of 14,000 and then crit damage of 75,000. With another Headshot Jess in the support slot, I do a damage of 145% more, so that's an increase of 70%. However, my crit chance hasn't increased at all. This is where things get a little complicated and a little bit difficult. On mine, I'm concentrating more on headshot damage. I want to get that one shot in. I want to make sure I inflict as much damage as I can from one shot and hopefully take down the enemy with that one shot. With crit chance and crit damage, you're going to get bigger damage, but it may not crit. And so when it doesn't crit, how much damage are you going to get? So the thing is, if you have a sniper that's heavy with crit chance, then you probably want another Headshot Jess in that slot. If you're going primarily for damage, then I certainly wouldn't recommend doing that. So here are the results. Let me go back to them. This is the Ralphie's Revenge that I used. I should probably go to this one because I went ahead and changed this reload speed. I went ahead and maxed it out. And where's the one that I ran? This is the one that I ran. So these are my numbers that I'm running. Damage 21,000, 263,000. So you can see with the Headshot Jess, with Ralphie's Revenge, if you get the headshot, you're golden. If you don't, you're hurting. It's going to take a lot of missed shots to take something down. I think Husky Husk has approximately 205,000 health. So if you can't snag a headshot on that, you're going to have to fire 10 shots in that sucker to take him down. Anyway, let's take a look at. Here are the stats. It's level 50. Let me move this in a little bit more. There we go. I'm going to delete that. That shouldn't be there. That's an old format. There we go. So it's Sunbeam. I've got, and it's physical. I'll explain the importance of that in a moment. I've got headshot, reload, speed, headshot, damage, and then headshot causes an explosion. I really like that one, and in the video you'll see some instances in which there's a group coming towards me, and I usually try to aim for the one with the lowest health. Then you can hit that one and he will explode, causing damage to the others. And I got, these are some of the numbers I got off of that: 36,000 and 29,000 additional damage. And if it's one of those little guys, then it'll pretty much take him out. So here are, let me do this. I didn't continue on with what I normally do, which is 20 shots per category. I didn't do that with the Mist Monsters because it looks like it was rather consistent. You shoot them in the body, you got 2145, which was consistent with this number here, which was the base damage. And then my headshot was 263,870, which again was rather consistent with that. So when all's said and done, I averaged, if I didn't get a headshot, I averaged 21,560. If I did get a headshot, I'm looking at 253,000. And then on the elemental, because this is a physical weapon, it's going to do about 50% less damage against any elemental enemy. And so that's the drawback. I averaged, I got a shot for 41,000. I'm not sure why I got that. Then 18,000, 18,000. Then the rest were 10,622, which is pretty consistent. What I did is did some quick math here. I did 21,000. I know that says 1, but it's actually 0.5 or 50%. That's 10,623. So that accounts for whenever I hit a body shot, I got all of these scores of 10,622. And then on the headshot, remember my damage was 268,000. And, well, it's right there. Times 50% is 131,000. So this 131,000, that's why I got so many 131,000s for the headshot. The end result was I averaged 12,436 damage and then 126,533 damage per each headshot on each elemental enemy. As you can see, it's a great headshot weapon. If you can hit the headshots and you feel comfortable doing it, it's a great weapon. But something you want to consider is how often do you come across enemies with low health? And if you can pop them in the head for 279,000, that's a lot of damage. But what if you only need 30,000 damage to take them down? Well, that's kind of an overkill. You may want to use a more rapid firing weapon, a faster firing weapon to eliminate those in place of using this. So that's it for Ralphie's Revenge. I am currently working on comparing a bunch of snipers. Once I get all this done and I can collect some more snipers, I'll show you which one's the best. But naturally, they're all going to be a little bit different. Some fire faster but do less damage. Some fire slower but do higher damage. And I'll get into all of that someday once I get all that done. And the rest of the video is just these numbers. You can see how I got these numbers and where they came from, and you can see how the gun works in gameplay. Or if you've gotten the information you came for and you've seen enough and you've heard enough and you're done, then thanks for watching.